When heavy machinery meets human error, chaos isn't just possible, it's guaranteed. And when that chaos is caught on camera, you get a front row seat to some of the most jaw-dropping fails ever recorded. From collapsing buildings to runaway forklifts, these clips prove that no matter how big the machine, one mistake can bring it all crashing down. Buckle up because you won't believe what you're about to see. Hey everyone, welcome back. If you've ever stood near a crane, bulldozer, or even a simple forklift, you know they can feel unstoppable. But today's video is proof that even the biggest machines are vulnerable to human error, poor planning, or just plain bad luck. Over the next 10 minutes, we're breaking down 13 unbelievable heavy machinery mistakes, all caught on camera. And don't worry, most of them end with no injuries. Just red faces, broken steel, and very expensive repair bills. At a demolition site, things went from controlled chaos to full-blown disaster in seconds. Workers were tearing down an old building when the parking garage gave way early, collapsing directly onto the excavators below. For a moment, you can't even see the operators, just clouds of dust and twisted concrete. Thankfully, the crew scrambled out, shaken but safe. The machines, though? Not so lucky. That mistake probably cost more than a few paychecks. Mid-flight, a cargo plane suddenly lost its hydraulics, the system that literally keeps it under control. Imagine flying a giant steel bird without steering. With nerves of steel, the pilots and ground crew worked together, making an emergency landing that seemed impossible. Everyone on board survived, but the footage shows just how close they came to catastrophe. It's proof that sometimes the smallest mechanical flaw can turn into the scariest moment of your life. Factories deal with heat every day, but not like this. When molten metal erupted inside an aluminum plant, flames tore through the building with shocking speed. Workers ran for their lives as the fire swallowed everything in sight. Amazingly, nobody was injured. But watching the security footage, you can feel how close disaster was. That factory didn't just burn down, it melted. And with it, millions of dollars went up in smoke. Stacking pallets too high is a gamble, and gravity always wins. In this clip, a forklift operator tries to adjust a towering load when the entire stack collapses. Boxes crash to the ground like dominoes, and the helpless driver can only sit there, frozen. The cameraman, of course, saw it coming. Which begs the question, if you know disaster's about to happen, do you film it or stop it? Either way, this one's a classic forklift fail. Construction near the water is already risky, but one bad move turned into a nightmare. A floating platform carrying a massive excavator collided with a ship, and within seconds, the entire rig tipped. The excavator slid into the ocean like a toy, vanishing beneath the waves. The cost? Astronomical. The embarrassment? Even worse. Watching it sink is like slow-motion heartbreak for any operator who knows how expensive those machines are. Cranes are designed for heavy lifting, but strong winds don't play by the rules. In this clip, a towering crane sways dangerously before its ropes finally snap. The 70-ton load plummets to the ground, missing workers by just a few feet. The sound alone makes your stomach drop. Accidents like this show why weather checks aren't optional. One overlooked detail can turn a safe site into a disaster zone. controlled demolition is all about timing. But in this case, the timing wasn't just off, it was catastrophic. A building collapse sent debris in the wrong direction, smashing into nearby machinery and vehicles. Workers had to scatter for cover as dust clouds swallowed the site. The clip feels like something out of a movie, except it's 100% real. One miscalculated blast, and suddenly the controlled part of demolition was out the window. Physics doesn't care how tough your truck looks. An overloaded log hauler barrels down the road, only for its cargo to shift. The massive logs roll off, scattering like giant matchsticks. Cars slam brakes, people run for safety, and somehow no one is crushed. But the road? Completely destroyed. It's a reminder that ignoring weight limits isn't just reckless, it's asking for disaster. One extra log can mean the difference between smooth delivery and total chaos. Tree removal sounds simple, but when cranes are involved, it's anything but. In this clip, workers try to lift a massive tree section and instantly lose control. The crane tips, the tree crashes, and workers scatter in every direction. Luckily, no one's hurt, but the footage is brutal. It's one of those mistakes where you can almost hear the boss yelling, "Why didn't we plan this better?" Sometimes the smallest oversight causes the biggest mess. Here, a crane lifting a heavy load suddenly gives way, all because someone forgot to tighten critical bolts. The machine crumples like paper, the load crashes, and panic erupts across the site. The terrifying part? It's so preventable. Something as tiny as a loose bolt brought down equipment worth millions. That's the kind of mistake operators lose sleep over. For most of us, garbage trucks are just noisy background machines. But in this clip, one bursts into flames mid-route. The driver scrambles out as the fire spreads, turning the truck into a rolling inferno. It's shocking to watch something so routine turn deadly in seconds. The cause? Likely combustible waste inside. Just another day where taking out the trash nearly took out the driver too. Wind turbines are supposed to harness the breeze, not burst into flames. In this clip, a massive turbine suddenly catches fire, blades spinning as sparks rain down. It's both mesmerizing and terrifying. Workers could only watch from a distance as the structure burned until the top collapsed. The irony? A machine built to generate clean energy destroyed itself spectacularly. Nature, it seems, had the last laugh. Dock work requires precision, but here, precision went out the window. A massive container ship misjudges its approach and smashes directly into dockside cranes. The towering structures twist, collapse, and crash onto the pier in a chain reaction. Workers sprint in every direction as alarms blare. The damage? Hundreds of millions. The clip? Absolutely unforgettable. It's industrial mayhem on a scale you can barely believe. And there you have it, 13 of the most shocking industrial and heavy machinery mistakes ever caught on camera. Some were terrifying, some hilarious, and some cost more money than most of us will ever see in a lifetime. But the biggest takeaway? Even the toughest machines are only as reliable as the people operating them. If you enjoyed this wild ride through chaos, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell, because we've got even crazier videos coming your way. And hey, which clip blew your mind the most? Drop your answer in the comments. I'll be reading them all. Until next time, stay safe, and maybe leave the heavy machinery to the professionals.